the Delusional Series, compiled according to the teachings of the Master. Author Fafu. The Delusional Series. Part 10. Inner Journey. If you truly have a heart for others, you must sacrifice your own desires and pleasures. By upholding the precepts, I can accumulate greater merit to benefit all beings. Without precepts, how can one accumulate merit? Precepts give rise to merit. How can one without precepts benefit others? I cultivate meditation for the sake of benefiting all beings. Why do I meditate? Meditation enables one to fully manifest all innate potentials and wisdom. And why do I seek wisdom and abilities? I could simply indulge in my own pleasures, but sentient beings are in need. For through meditation, one can perceive the conditions of all beings and thus provide appropriate assistance. Otherwise, when others ask for help, one might reply, "I don't know anything about that." How can such a being be called a bodhisattva? One who does not know cannot be called a bodhisattva. Therefore, to gain knowledge, one must cultivate meditation. Meditation activates all latent potentials and wisdom, enabling one to better benefit others. However, even while benefiting others, a bodhisattva may discover that their abilities are insufficient. Recognizing their limitations, they continue to cultivate. Thus, a true bodhisattva undoubtedly sacrifices oneself for the benefit of all beings. All their practices are dedicated solely to the benefit of others. Such a bodhisattva is the one who most rapidly attains enlightenment. The Buddha's path was one of witnessing the suffering of sentient beings and vowing to liberate them. From the very beginning of his awakening, his heart was filled with this compassionate aspiration. As a result, the Buddha attained enlightenment more swiftly than anyone else. Why was this? Because great compassion inherently possesses such power. Therefore, even if you fail to help someone with a compassionate heart, the very act of generating that compassion is immensely meritorious. As soon as you generate this compassionate intention, you immediately accumulate the merit of two great mountains, one of infinite blessings and another that instantly dismantles and dissolves all your negative karma. Even if you don't succeed in helping the person, you still receive the merit of these two mountains. Great compassion is the quickest path to enlightenment because as soon as you generate a compassionate mind, you gain immense power. Even if you cannot fulfill your intention, you have already attained 99% of that power. If you rely on great compassion, then simply uphold the precepts. With the aspiration to benefit all beings, you seek blessings by keeping the precepts. When your motivation is purely altruistic, even keeping a single precept becomes a great act of compassion. If you later break a precept, the merit you accumulated through your compassionate act remains. You have built one mountain of merit, and even if you later stumble and fall, this merit remains. Which is quicker? Great compassion. Which bodhisattva does not begin with great compassion? We must first sacrifice ourselves. For example, if I uphold the precepts today with a compassionate aspiration to alleviate the suffering of others, even if I only keep the precepts for a single day, or even if I only generate this intention, I immediately accumulate the great merit of compassion. This is the easiest path to follow. By upholding the precepts with great compassion, you are guaranteed success. If you don't try, you won't succeed. But if you try even once, you will succeed and gain the merit of two great mountains. How does one cultivate great compassion? In every situation, We should sacrifice ourselves for the benefit of others. We can sacrifice even our afflictions. Not only are we sacrificing ourselves, but we are also subduing our afflictions. We can cultivate in this way in every aspect of our lives. Even if we are ordinary people with many faults, once we have built up a store of merit, it is difficult to completely deplete it. Even if we destroy much of it, some fragments will remain. Having some remaining merit is better than having none at all. Therefore, I simply tell you to practice, and you should do so. There is only gain, no loss. When you are told to sacrifice yourself for the benefit of others, simply do so.